There you go. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? How was everybody's fucking weekend? Mine was lame, but I'd rather it be lame than fucking an event less than eventful and shitty. I got Enrique in the green room. Dude, tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear the? Can you hear the? Song?
Yeah, I hear it loud and clear.
All right, cool.
I hear it.
All right, good.
Yeah, I jumped in here. I didn't get your message till now because my phone was dead.
Oh. All right. Well, I appreciate it. And that if you can hear it, that's from my screen share. That means everybody else can hear it too.
All right. Look, I got to jump out really quick.
Yeah, do what you got to do, bro.
I got the message. Massad just called.
Massage just you get your fucking $7,000 fucking Jew check.
Yep.
Oh God, you grifter.
Hey guys, remember to visit Israel. This ad is sponsored by Warboy Studios.
Yeah, you gotta go kiss the wall. Put your fucking yarmulke on.
All right, later.
Oh, well, what's going on, everybody? I've been sitting around all weekend trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about on the show today. And I'm sure there's no drought of news. And the next thing to get us all our panties in a bunch and get us all fucking, upset about and feeling incredulous over and I haven't been on X in a week, and I haven't really seen what's going on in the news. I saw a couple of things. Oh, it's Monday, so a little less than a week. I saw some things in the news last, Thursday or Friday, and it just cements everything that I said on Friday and the things that I feel about the way conservatives are going. And but here's the thing. I missed a lot, Carrie. Yeah. I'm sure I missed a lot. I'm sure there's no yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I got to tell you, when I got banned off of Facebook in October 2020, I didn't realize how that dopamine hit really affected me. I mean, I had been on Facebook, like my son's birth video, not the actual coming out of the snatch part, but right from when they cleaned him up on and they put him in my arms, and in even before that, all of that. I mean, I had 10 years, 12 years. I don't know. I think I got on in 06 and 07. We were on MySpace back then, and MySpace was cool because there wasn't a lot of fucking bullshit and there wasn't a lot of politics, and it was just the only thing you had to worry about is some bitch calling you up and saying, "Why did you put her before me in your top spot, in your top 8 spot?" And it was like, I don't know, because she's got better tits than you. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? I just did it. I don't know. I just fucking rolled dice and I said, all right, these are the numbers that are going to go. And that just goes to show you how fucking important to some people that social media is. It's they live, breathe, and die by. Yeah, man. I missed the music on MySpace. My band was all over fucking MySpace. And then my buddy calls me up and says, dude, you got to check out this Facebook thing. Now, this is like a hardcore biker, my best friend. And he's like, yo, you got to check this out. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Just more stupidity. And he's like, no, this is cool. We play this game called Mob Wars. And I was like, all right. So we got on and we started playing fucking Mob Wars. And then next thing you know, I had like, I don't know, like 9,000 followers. And I was like, oh shit. But you know, at that time, everybody, it was, you know, Facebook was huge. And like, I got wrapped up into the whole Facebook thing. Every single mission we did with the Patriot Guard, you know, all the pictures, with the family members, all the, you know, the professional photos they took of us at the graveside at like Bourne National Cemetery and, you know, all those places that we went to honor our fallen soldiers. All of my family stuff, all that stuff was on there. And I remember in 16, I had made a post that said I would rather vote for Pol Pot than Hillary Clinton. And I actually did a whole entire list of people who I would vote for before I voted for Hillary Clinton. Hitler was one of them. Edie, I mean, Stalin. I said I would vote for any one of those motherfuckers over Hillary Clinton. And it was just meant to be a fucking joke. It really was. But man, that's when I knew. Like I saw, like, cause at that time I did have some, you know, quote unquote Democrat friends that, you know, were still more, you know, I would say classic Democrat, that, you know, these were gun guys, but they believed dudes could fuck each other in the ass. And, you know, we were all just like, all right, whatever, dude. And we didn't care. But that was when like the really divisive shit, like, that I started seeing how bad it was. I mean, I thought it was bad in 15, but nobody took Trump running seriously in 15. Nobody took him seriously. They just thought it was, you know, I remember talking to guys that were staunch conservatives like me. They're like, nah, dude, this is a fucking joke, guy. This is a fucking joke. Yeah, you're damn right, Gary. And we just, honestly, at that point, I thought he was going to be doing a new show, and this was just promotion for it because he is a master of self-promotion. We know this. And then it really started to hit home that he was, like, his polls were rising, and then he got the fucking nomination, and we were all like, oh, all right, this is actually serious. And then I remember he made a tweet that said Obama was the worst president in history. And I think this was on Saturday Night Live where they were having celebrities reading tweets about themselves. And Obama, what a major fucking L this fucking asshole took. He goes, worst president in history, Donald Trump. And then he looks at the camera and he goes, well, at least I was president. And he like drops the phone, like pretending to be a mic drop. Next thing you know, fucking Trump won. But anyway, I had said that I would vote for all these people. I said over Hillary Clinton, and I definitely said that I was voting for Trump. And then I started seeing things change on Facebook. And so by October 2020, man, I went like 11, 12 years without them ever dinging any one of my posts. And then everything that I posted, even just nonchalant shit, nothing fucking, you know, nothing too political, you know, just espousing conservative values. You know, that's it. You know, not being extreme and saying kill all the gays and trannies and none of that shit. But everything was now getting dinged. And I was like, what the fuck? So I woke up one morning and my girlfriend at the time, who's now my ex, said, Rob, you're banned. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? She went to my page to post something or do something or whatever. And she's like, you're banned. And then she opened up Messenger and she's like, yeah, you're banned. I was like, and I freaked the fuck out. I lost 12, 13 years of fucking memories at that point. 12 years of memories. And they wouldn't give me my account back. Like, I hadn't been banned for anything before that. Like, I never even gotten a 30-day ban. Are you kidding me? I dip all of my bullets in pork blood. Just so that I know when this shit pops off and I'm killing these dirty Dune coons. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Holy fuck. And I lost it. I couldn't fucking believe it. And then about a month after like trying to fight for it back and not being in contact with my friends, I started feeling this this serenity. Like honestly and truly, I felt like, and I would tell people, I felt like I disconnected from the Matrix. Like my whole day was, how many people liked my post, and I fell into the fucking trap just like everybody else did. And I say this because it was almost like a drug addict coming off of fucking drugs. Like I was like, oh my God. And I had to talk to people on the phone because most of the time I just do the Facebook Messenger thing, the video message, because I like seeing the people that I talk to. I don't like, I'm not a big fan of texting. I fucking hate it. You ask anybody that knows me, they text me this like long diatribe and I go like 3 words. It's my usual response. And I guess that's the Gen X in me. But, I say all this because I call October 2020 the Great Patriot Purge, when they banned millions and millions and millions of accounts on Facebook for saying that they're going to vote for Trump. And being off X this last week has been after that first month of being off of Facebook, being off X felt exactly the same way. But this time, what's worse is that I was feeling that way about people that are supposedly on my side. Oh, listen, bro, I'm telling you right now, I can't wait for that to happen. Honestly, when I bought the place that I live in now in 2017, it was with the specific mindset that when the shit hits the fan, I'm going to survive when most everybody else isn't. My family's going to survive. My children are going to survive. I don't need the internet. I have plenty of animals to hunt. Whole house generator backup. I got neighbors that have chickens and cows and fucking, pretty much, we're kind of symbiotic because there's only 2 of us. Smoke signals, bro. Smoke signals. That's exactly what's going to happen. And I say this, and you know what I do? I say this as a fucking flex, and I don't care how many people get fucking butthurt about it. I decided to make a change that was tough. It was tough for my family. What up, hot sauce? I decided that me leaving Massachusetts and going to a place that is far away from people, and I'm not like a fucking hardcore prepper. I wouldn't say that. I'm preparing, but there's plenty of hardcore preppers out there. I'm kind of somewhere in between. But I did this because the survivability of where I live. No, Cary, New Hampshire. the survivability of where I live, the amount of guns that we have here, the freedom that we have here, the amount of local farms that we have here, the amount of the type of people that live in the area of that I live in the counties around me. We're all gonna stick together. I'm in a very, 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 very like blood red county, and the 2 or 3 counties that are closest to me are exactly the same. And if the shit hits the fan, Massachusetts, a place like Mass, is going to fucking tear itself apart. You're not going to be able to survive in a state like that. I don't give a shit what town you live in. I don't give a shit what city you live in. Mass is going to fucking tear itself apart. Rhode Island's definitely going to tear itself apart. Fucking Providence, Pawtucket, Central Falls, and fucking Worcester. Not Worcester. Woonsocket are like the biggest fucking shitholes in New England. Period. Hartford, Bridgeport, those are all in Connecticut. Norwalk, those places are shit fucking holes. Same thing with Manchester, Connecticut. Those areas are crime-ridden fucking shitfests that when something happens, these disgusting fucking things that portray themselves to be humans are going to start fanning out and going into the areas where the nicer areas, the suburbs, and up here we don't have that. We have the lowest crime in the country. We are the safest state in the country, and then people say that Wyoming has the most guns per capita, but that's because there's a lot of like unregistered guns here because we don't believe in registering our weapons here because it's against the Constitution. What better place to live? But I know Maine sucks. You goddamn right. Maine is really bad. Mills destroyed that state. Mills fucking destroyed that state. And we have a sense of community here that is unlike any place that I have ever been. And Gary, Texas was on my list of places when I was looking at Texas, Wyoming, New Hampshire, were all on my lists, and I needed to kind of find a balance that was still like my son being around his grandparents, and only being a 2.5 hour drive instead of flying across the country. But then I started seeing a lot of Muslim infiltration in Texas. And I was like, whoa, we don't have that here. We actually don't allow it. I mean, we do have liberal cities here. There's no doubt Portsmouth is one of the most liberal cities in, one of very few, but the most liberal city in New Hampshire. And even there, the cops don't fucking play around there. They don't let fucking, the people that live there are fucking psychotically liberal, but the cops don't fuck around in Portsmouth. The cops don't fuck around here at all. But also at the same time, I've had a couple of run-ins with state police here, and they've always been very respectful, and which is unlike, again, like say Massachusetts, where all the cops are corrupted pieces of shit. So it's a completely different mindset here. It's a completely different culture. And when I rolled up to the house, when we went to go look at it the first time, I was like, whoa. I couldn't believe it. If you guys go on X and you look at my profile picture, that's not AI, that's really me. And behind me is the mountain that I own. Like I own to the top of that mountain. And I just saw all the potential of this place, and there's one way in, one way out. And my brain automatically goes to that shit. So, but, I do think that something bad is going to happen. I've felt this way for a long time. And right now what I'm seeing in our quote unquote party is, nothing to be proud of. Nothing. we are really fucking screwing the pooch here. So, but the thing is getting back to what I started with, because I obviously you guys know by now I can go off on a tangent. Is being off X this last week and not knowing what's going on in the political world, who's fucking who, who's stabbing who in the back for internet clout and fucking all the interpersonal fucking drama bullshit. Because that's what X is really inundated with now. Who hates who for what reason, and who's fucking who, and who's getting sloppy seconds. I know I'm a prick, but that's all it really is. Every time I open it up, somebody's crying about something or whining about something, and the destruction of the party is coming from within. And this isn't the left that's destroying conservatives. It's us. We're doing it to ourselves because, again, we are in the mindset of social media influence and clout chasing and the same shit that we were inundated with we inundated ourselves with Facebook and everything else is exactly what's going on fucking X now, but even worse. And it is what it is. And everybody's like, oh, well, I can't believe you said that. And, well, first of all, I wasn't talking about you specifically. But if you're getting butthurt by what I'm saying, then I guess you got a guilty fucking conscience. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you, but I wasn't fucking, I'm not talking about anybody specifically, but when I see the things that I'm seeing, and you take offense to what I'm saying, well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But everybody's got to start taking a look at themselves and what they can do, because it's not about you. You got to stop making this whole thing about you and what you want. Everybody is all about what's best for them. What's best for you doing for you is not going to help this country get better. That's more important than what you want for you. Well, I'm going to be a social media influencer. No, you're not. Sit the fuck down. Just sit down, retard. You sound like a fucking mouse squeaking after it got its fucking asshole jammed with a fucking pencil. That's what you sound like. Unless you have this motherfucking voice, you ain't gonna make it. I'm not even saying that I'm gonna make it, but I got a better shot. Nobody wants to listen to a fucking beta male who sounds like his balls are fucking shoved squarely up his fucking ass. Like, dude, be quiet. You're not influencing anybody. And if you go into it with the mindset that you want to influence people, and you still got it wrong. It's not about influencing. It's about energizing. It's about incentivizing. It's about waking people up, helping people fucking transcend, to see things in a clearer light, take out self, disavow modernity. God damn it. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I can't. Embrace history. Yeah, boy, I fucked that up. I didn't practice it long enough. But you guys get my point. It's not about you anymore. It's never been about you. And if you make it all about you, then you're selfish. Nobody gives a shit about you, really. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the people that just use you for whatever clout, they're star fuckers. They're clout chasing fucking whores. That's male and female. And I only care about one thing. I only care about leaving a better country for my kids. As fast as 50 came for me, then the next 20 years are going to go by in a blink of an eye. I don't, and so that to me means that I don't have much longer on this planet. I'm okay with that. I mean, shit, I could get on my bike. You know, next time I get on my bike and get hit by a fucking bus. Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows. But I can tell you that my job before I go is to do everything in my power to help out bringing a sense of Western culture, civilization, and American exceptionalism back to this country. And that's irrespective of what I want for me. This makes my life hard. Everything that I do works against me, and comfort in my life. I could have very easily last year. I got an offer to do a show on a big platform, and they said, "Well, Rob, you just got to be. You can be you." And this is exactly how they said, but you got to be less you. And I went, well, no. Do you understand? And I tried to explain to him. I said, the people that do like me and, you know, sign up to read my shit and come into my spaces, well, the space that I was doing on Friday in my show, they do it because I'm the guy that says the things that nobody wants to fucking say. And I'm the one that has the balls to fucking say it because I don't give a fuck. I said, if you're hiring that guy, but we need to have you have broad appeal, mass appeal. And I went, well, back when he was actually fucking funny, Howard Stern did what he wanted to do. And look at the massive audience. And I believe, and I still believe to this day, that there are millions and millions and millions and millions of people that want to hear somebody talk to them fucking straight. Not censoring themselves, being raw, being unfiltered, being honest. This is the truth. This is facts. So I said, well, no, I'm not going to do that. And they were like, what? Do you understand what you're passing up? And I said, yeah, I do understand that. I understand now. Yeah, you and me both. I understand now that even my reluctance to do the things that people wanted me to do, that now I'm alone because I won't compromise and I won't conform. And if something makes me feel off, I'm just not going to do it. And yeah, it makes my life hard. Everything that I do in my life makes my life fucking hard. But that's because I won't compromise who the fuck I am, my morals, and my integrity. And I'm not going to do that for anybody. And I'm not going to do that if that's what I got to do to be successful with my show, then it goes against everything that I preach. And that's the only thing that really truly scares me outside of my kids, outside of anything happening to my children, because that's the, if you're a parent, that is an inherent fear. You fear for your kids. You fear for their lives. You fear for their safety. You fear for their health. That is a healthy, normal fear. But the only thing I truly fear is me doing something and people go, well, that's hypocritical, Rob. And, there's plenty of things I want to do. I really, 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 really want to get, I enjoyed the shit out of doing what I did in Boston. I really want to get out there. And, this is not an ad for this, by the way. And I wanted to take the show on the road because I honestly feel that I can do more. It was funny. There were people in the comments. Rob's not the right guy for this because, yeah, you guys hear me here. You listen to me here. But then you got to see what I was capable of doing when it came to, dealing with people face to face. But I really think that I could be useful and helpful in these situations. I wouldn't do it for clout. I wouldn't do it for, internet clicks, but I can't do it because, I invested my entire life savings in doing this, like what I got going, pretty much, not my entire, but most everything that I have to live on. And then everybody was like, hey, why don't you do a Gifts and Go and see if, you can crowdfund me being, because I obviously can't afford to go on the road. I have to, I can't just be like pick up and leave and be like, hey, everybody else has got to fucking pay the bills around here. And no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't, Carrie. I didn't even honestly, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't even realize that my voice is what it is because I've never really had anybody tell me until I've been on X. And then people just kept telling me, you have a great radio voice. You have a great radio voice. Nobody's ever really said that to me before. So anyway, I wanted to take this on the road, and I've talked about it a lot, almost to the point of whining, I guess. And that's what some people say, but they take it that way and they twist it, and it's not whining. It's always being conscious and cognizant of what I'm doing and breaking it down and making sure that I am, whatever I do doesn't compromise my principles. And me putting a crowdfunding thing out there, I didn't ever want, and it's hard. I have to fucking work it out in my head constantly. I was supposed to do this a fucking month ago. I had everybody that was like, dude, you need to just fucking do it. You got to strike while the iron's hot, and you're hot right now. And if you don't, you're just gonna, you're gonna fade into obscurity. And then as soon as I pushed back and said, nah, I'm not doing this, and they realized that, the gravy train of internet clout was not going to come from this guy right here, then quite a few people were like, oh, well. So anyway, I still want to do it. Again, everything I do, I look at, because I'm very, very OCD when it comes to this. Everything having to do with the show, everything that I would want and the way I want it to be professional if I go out there, like the way I try to do it here. I would want to take this, set up how, and as professional as I try to be, as much as I can be, doing it on my own. I wasn't supposed to be doing it on my own. And pushing it to the next level, I have, a set of standards. And if those standards aren't met, then I'm not doing it. I'm not doing anything in my life half-assed. I don't do anything half-assed. So Carrie, what I'm talking about is not having people come to me. I'm talking about going out to the, like, I went to the Boston No Kings rally, and I walked around there all day, and tried to interview many people, and some people were okay with it. Some people are like, I know who you are, and I'm talking about going to places like, I guess Dearborn is popping off right now, and I want to go there and I want to cover it live, and I want to go to fucking Portland, Oregon, and cover it live, and I want to go. No, I don't want to go to New York City because fuck New York. It wouldn't be for me because I've been in a band for like 30 some odd years, and we've toured around the country, and I really enjoy it. Like, my bucket list is to get on my bike one day and just ride around the country. That's on my bucket list. That's what I want to do. I just want to fucking pack whatever I can fit in my saddlebags. And see, I do. That's the thing. I want to go to places like Dearborn, and I want to film what's going on for people. And I want to go to North Carolina, and any place where there's people attacking ICE facilities, and these No Kings rallies around the country, and whatever the left is trying to do. I want to be able to do that. That's where I feel like I'm needed. It's what's compelling me to keep doing this. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. But other than talking about what I just, I know Dearborn is out of control. And that's really, like, I really feel like that I should be there, like, right now. I really hope the people of Michigan start to fucking stand up, man. Yeah, I'm not going to New York City. Yeah, I definitely want to go. Thank you, Winona. I definitely see some shit going down in North Carolina. So with that, this was somewhat, no. This is not my last podcast. I'm going to keep doing this until I can, until I decide. I mean, listen, I don't know. It's just, I don't want anybody to think that I'm a patriot, like, emphasis on the PAY part of it. That's my concern, is that, anytime money gets involved, there's always fucking problems. Anytime money gets involved, people's integrity, people start to lose integrity. Listen, if I became a fucking multimillionaire tomorrow, it's not going to change who the fuck I am. And listen, I obviously, I mean, you guys could see behind me, at one point in my life, I was doing very, 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 very fucking well. And I just felt that I needed to try doing this. I could just go back to construction tomorrow and be successful again, because that's what I've done for the last 30 years. And it was a very, very comfortable life. And now that I've moved into project management, I'm not swinging my hammer as much anymore, which is also fucking great. But I'm a great project manager. That's what I've done, and I love doing that. I'm project managing $4, $5, $6 million houses. But there goes my camera again. Reno, you see it? Come on screen. Bring yourself in.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, so my camera just fucking died. That's what it did. That's what it did last time. I have no idea why it's doing that. I think it's the fucking app.
You got a piece of shit camera.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the DJI.
Oh, it's made in China.
Well,
Can you recycle it?
What the fuck is that? Is this thing fucking doing?
Recycle it.
This is what did it to me on Friday.
Hey guys. Your camera sucks balls. Well, hey guys, how y'all doing? Rob went offline. So how about those Cowboys? I was waiting for Rob to finish his monologue to announce my presence. But tis what it is. Here, I'll go ahead and finish up for Rob. Nah, you fucking guys are fucking over here. You fucking don't do that fucking shit. I'm not fucking taking. I'm not fucking fuck these guys. I'm fucking New York and fucking Maine and fucking New Hampshire. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, look at me. Look at me. King of the castle. King of the castle. I don't know. That's what I got. That's just fucking. Oh. Yeah, hold on. He's coming back. Oh, King of the Castle, King of the Castle, welcome. I'm your captain now. Look at me. I am the captain now. I'm changing all of Rob's views. He doesn't believe anything that he says now. He did, but now that I'm in charge, he doesn't believe any of that. And we're all going to start watching Nick Fuentes and, yep, all that. We're doing everything. Yep. Yeah, I think it's that's what I think it is. I think it he drops too much truth sometimes. I guess. I don't know. Dead. Thanks. Appreciate that. I like my face too. I'm kind of attached to it. Well, doesn't matter. You're gonna have to do it now. You are now a gripper. Sorry. We're starting a movement. Oh man. I don't have a great voice. I have a shitty voice, but that's okay. I'm attached to it. So thanks, Patriot Rob, for being here. Hell yeah. Really didn't have anything for myself. Oh, guys, I'm starting a show. You guys, I don't know if you remember Ridiculousness with Rob Deerdeck, but it's probably going to be like the basic premise of my show because I hate politics. So I'm just going to do funny videos, and we can all come on here and laugh. That'd be cool. Yeah, just funny videos. It'd be great. It's hanging a little to the left, hot sauce, but you know we're getting there. Um, yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do a funny video show, um, just because politics can get overwhelming sometimes, and everybody has to learn how to everybody has to hold on, let me get that link for you. Everybody has to learn how to laugh sometimes. If you can't laugh, then what the fuck are you even doing?
Dude.
Look, dude, I've been having to entertain your goddamn people, and now you don't believe anything that you say anymore, and now we're all watching Nick Fuentes.
What the fuck
You're
are you
welcome.
talking about?
You're welcome. Look at me. Look at me, Rob. I am the captain now.
Yeah, I am the captain now. So anyway, That's all I wanted to say. Other than, hey, Patty, you can fuck off because Providence is a fucking crime-infested fucking shithole. Go to Providence Place Mall, and anytime you got to go to a mall and the gang unit is hanging out all day at the fucking at the fucking eatery, the place is a shithole.
Where's Patty? I don't see Patty.
Oh no, he texted me.
Oh, he's gay.
Oh yeah, no, he is. Fucking, the stream is now not gay. I'm back.
What the fuck? Well, fuck you guys.
You guys fucking hurt Patty. Not Patty. I'm sorry. Fucking
wow.
I got Patty on the brain because he's such a fucking cocksucker.
Listen, I did my best. I did the best imitation of you, and then
yeah,
I
heard you, but I don't.
And then I informed your audience.
Yeah, but I don't talk like I'm from New York.
Oh well, but they all you all sound the same. But and then I informed your audience that we're no longer watching Patriot Rob. We're watching Nick Fuentes.
So with that, I am gonna do.
I can't put any links in because I'm on a visitor's link, guys. Sorry. Rob, can you drop your link in chat, please?
A link to what?
Your ex.
My ex?
Yeah, it's at the Patriot Rob 1772.
No,
I can't drop it.
It's at the Rob 1772.
Yeah, I can't drop it. I'm gonna. Some stupid Cuban decided to change the password to the studio. So.
Oh, I have no.
Yeah, because you have your own. You have your creator. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. He texted it to me.
I'm gonna. What I wanted to do today for the last hour of the show, because I didn't get a space, set up, and spaces for the most part are gay anyway. I wanted to turn it over to you guys that are watching. If you guys have any questions for me, let this be a Q&A session for the next hour. And yeah, gangs and malls don't mix well. Listen, all I can say is you could do a cursory search on the crime in fucking Providence. Now, don't get me wrong, Federal Hill is fucking great. Those fucking guineas up there don't fucking take shit from nobody. And some of the fucking best food in New England is in Fed Hill. I got to give it up to Fed Hill. But anything outside of Fed Hill is a shithole. Same thing with Pawtucket. Pawtucket is a shithole. Central Falls is a shithole. Woonsocket is a fucking shithole.
Where do they pick up the guy who sees a shadow?
The guy who sees a shadow.
Fucking, yeah, 7 years or 7 more months of.
Oh, Puxatawny Phil?
Yeah, Puxatawny. Yeah, that's where you're from.
No. That's Puxatawny's in Pennsylvania, you fucking moron.
You're from there now.
So no, because and I know that Reno likes Nick, but I would say most of the shit that Nick says I don't agree with, but I don't think he should be deplatformed like I was talking about on Friday, and I don't think that anybody should be deplatformed or kicked out of fucking MAGA or the Conservative Party for exercising their First Amendment. And when like I talked about on Friday, you got all these people. Let Windows know.
Nick, you can call Nick whatever you want, dude. You can't call him wrong.
No, I don't. Listen. I don't agree. And I don't think he's right about everything either, dude. I don't. But that's the thing. We're supposed to be First Amendment champions, and for any of us to shut anybody up because we don't like what they're saying, that goes against our First Amendment absolutism. And if you say to me, "Well, Rob, I never said that I was a fucking 1A absolutist," well, then you're not conservative. Period. See your way out of the party. Drop your card. Move the fuck on. It's either you are or you aren't. You are for the Constitution 100% or you're not. Now, do I think that Nick is gearing up and organizing a resistance? No. No, actually, I don't. Because I don't think it's... I think there's a very small amount of people that buy into everything that he's saying.
Well, then you also have to understand that a lot of us understand his context and understand what he's doing. So it's not like, it's not like a cult. I mean, it is a cult, but it's not. I mean, we understand a lot of it is ad hominem, a lot of it is joking, a lot of it, but those are the parts that get clipped. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying this in a space last night. We were talking about Nick, and I said, have you ever watched, and that was my question to anybody that says anything about him. I said, do you watch his show? Oh, well, I've seen no, that's not, I didn't
Have
say
you
did you
watched the whole
see,
show?
have you watched his whole show? Because you can clip whatever you want to clip. You can take 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there. It's going to be taken out of context, and and it'll sound like whatever you want it to sound like. But a lot of clips have a beginning and an end that get clipped out. So
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the way mainstream media wants it. Like, I'm not. The show's
I
not
agree.
about
I agree in
defending.
my,
The,
I agree.
the show's not about defending Nick Fuentes or anybody
Yeah,
that's like Nick. The show is about the fact that I'm tired of the fucking hypocrisy in our party.
absolutely. It's
You know,
okay.
and obviously we saw that happen with Charlie Kirk. Yes, you're right. We saw that happen with Charlie Kirk, where everybody's like, "Oh, he's a fucking racist because he said this," and they clip out 10 seconds of something that he said that in the long, like you could do that with me. Anybody could do that. Be like, "Oh, Patriot Rob said this. Listen, he said this here." But what did I say before leading up to that, and what did I say after?
Yep.
I could say that. Oh, here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect example. There's the clan that I'm in. They invited somebody into the clan the other night.
Yeah, it's that clan. No, it's not.
No,
We're talking about video games.
see, there you go, there you go. Rob said he was in the clan.
Rob said he was in the clan.
Rob said he was in the clan. Somebody's gonna clip this and be like, "Oh, Patriot Rob said he's in the fucking clan." And just to let you know, I'm Sicilian Italian. The clan would never allow me in anyway. All right, they already told me. I was already told
He
once.
said they already told me. I tried to join. They said no, you can't. We can't take
I didn't
it.
know
We
that.
can't take you, you
See,
wop bastard.
now they're going to fucking now they're going to clip that too. Whatever it is what it is, right? So, Rob tried to join the clan. No, I didn't. I actually was in a bike club, and some of those fucking guys, showed up at a bike rally, and they were like, "Oh," and they were talking. They were like, "Yeah, we need guys like you." And I'm like, "Yeah." They go, "Well, what's your nationality?" And I go, "Well, I'm Italian." And they go, and they looked at me dead in my face, and they go, "You got that nigger blood. You ain't
It's
welcome."
fucking, you're
And I was
Sicilian, son.
"Did you really just fucking say that to me?" Like, and it was on after that. Like, I pulled my cut off, and that was it. It was on. Like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Now, yeah, it's my looks, right? Because I look like I'm fucking black.
You do.
But listen, I got brown hair and blue eyes, and what the fuck. But so they invited this guy into this clan, and he started going off about fucking black people, and he was like, "Oh, nigger this and nigger that and nigger this and nigger that," and he was like, "Oh, well, I guess this could be, it's a term of endearment." Now, everything that I just said, you can clip and make it sound like I said I hate niggers. Just like
Sure.
I just said. Now somebody's going to clip that and be like, "Oh, look, Patriot Rob said I hate niggers."
Yep.
And I don't. So, but now, that's what they do, and they do that a lot. They do that with fucking Nick. They did that with Charlie. You guys saw it for yourselves.
They do it with everybody. I mean, anybody that has an agenda can clip anybody.
I don't believe. I don't subscribe to a lot of what Nick says. His utter contempt for all Jews is not something that I align with. His disdain for the Israeli government and the power and control that they exert in our government, I am 100% on board with that. I have always been on board with that. I've been on board with that before Nick was even fucking sperm in his dad's nuts. That's how long I've been on that. Israeli government has had influence in our country for time immemorial, my friends. And I rail against that, but I'm not at the point where every single fucking Jew that I meet is part of that system. I'm not playing that game.
I think he's backed off of that. I hear
Yeah, but he's backed off of that. But that he did that for way too long, and
sure.
I can't hang with that. That's just like, listen, I have some really good friends that are black. I have some family members. I know.
Rob got black friends.
Oh yeah, but you know what? Here's the other thing. Is my oldest daughter's half black. So for somebody to call me a fucking racist, you can kiss my fucking ass.
Yeah, absolutely. But she's half black and also
and what do they call it? They call it virtue signaling. That's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say. They call it virtue signaling. And it's like, no. I adopted this girl when she was a baby, when she was young. I mean, baby, and I raised her like she was mine, and she's half black. Like I don't see anybody in the Klan doing that. I don't see any white supremacists fucking.
I was gonna make a statement, but I can't. I'm just gonna fucking.
I don't see anybody. I don't see any white supremacists. Taking in a young, half black.
They were like, "All right, boys, here, listen here. This is what we gonna do. We gonna adopt them. We gonna adopt them, boys.
It's funny actually.
We'll raise them right."
It's actually funny. It's funny. Penn actually got to meet her in real life, and so it's one of those things where I'm not going to say that all black people are fucking apes and animals, because they're not. Now, see, what did I just say?
Yeah.
What did I just say?
Hey, somebody's asking about Chad.
I didn't. Chad, about Senator Kelly. Senator Kelly's a fucking piece of shit. But he's always been a piece of shit. All right, he's been a fucking. He's definitely been a fucking brown stain in our Congress. He's such a fucking. Oh my God. So yeah, I actually read something that he had said, and I mean, I think he should be censured. Same thing with Corey Mills. See, listen, just because that motherfucker's on my side, if you fuck around, I want you to find out. This Mark Kelly is leading. What is it? What's the gun rights group? The
NRA.
It's not every. No. It's the anti-gun group. It's not Every Town, because that's Bloomberg. Somebody help me out here. His wife got shot. Remember, his wife got shot.
Black rifles. Yeah.
Oh God, I know this, but my head wasn't in the Second Amendment right now. So now I'm. It's not Every Town. It's not. It's Giffords. Gabby Gifford, because that's his wife, right? It's Giffords. They try to champion taking away your Second Amendment rights. Fuck him. I've always said fuck him. So no, I didn't see, but I'm gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to go to Worldview Tube and check out what Chad had to say about Senator Kelly. What a fucking piece of shit he is.
Dude, I took some time off of X. It was fucking awesome, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't really want to come back.
I know, right?
I don't want to open it up, and I know I got a lot of fucking DMs, and for the people that have DM me, I'm not ignoring you. I just haven't been on. If you are, I'll come on to answer some of my DMs at some point, and if you want to get a hold of me outside of that, I'll give you my email, or if you're important enough, I'll just give you my phone number, because I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, no. So and then we have people that are crying for to deplatform Tucker, because Tucker fucking allowed him to do an interview. Like, I'm going to interview anybody. Like, even if I disagree with you, come the fuck on. Come on, let's go.
I'll interview Satan.
You know what I find really funny is that I rent so much fucking space in Patty's head that he can't not watch my show. and I could give two flying fucks about his. Like
Man.
I don't. Like, dude, I don't even think about you, let alone fucking want to watch your fucking shitty show. It's
Just
like
remember, commenting would be gay or something. I don't know. Commenting makes
and
me
then it
gay.
butt hurts him so much that I talk shit about Providence that he's got to text me. What a fucking fag. And so anyway,
I liked your
yeah.
I liked your show on MAGA thoughts.
Uh, well, one of my nieces is Bangladeshi from birth, and English. Dad wanted nothing to do with the kid from birth. Rob, best decision he made for that child. Yeah, Gabby Gifford, and wasn't it like a psycho leftist that shot her? It wasn't a
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
conservative.
That's right. She got shot in the face.
Yeah, she got shot in the face.
Fuck.
Right?
I forgot
Isn't
about
it?
that.
Wasn't it? So hold on.
Yeah. No. She was still in government when that happened too, wasn't she?
Yep.
Something like that.
Let's
I don't
see.
know.
Gary Gifford. Gabby Giffords. Well, it looks like the gunshot.
Yeah, like that's the whole thing. So like, why wouldn't you want? So like the people that you disagree with, or people that you hate, or the people that you think are whatever, why wouldn't you want their interview? Why would you try to cancel somebody that would let them speak? I mean, that's they always say, if whether you disagree or whatever, but you never interrupt your enemy when they're making mistakes. So why wouldn't you want them to talk? That's why I don't. I listen to lefties. I listen to lefties all day. I don't care. I don't care. I'll listen to you. Because I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make an idiot of yourself. So
So let's see. He was okay. All right. So this is where it gets deep.
absolutely.
So this guy was found incompetent to stand trial and diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
There you go. I think we should give all those people guns too.
So and then but then he, even though he's got paranoid schizophrenia, he pleaded guilty. How does a paranoid schizophrenic with two different diagnoses?
Would he have to plead guilty twice?
No, yeah, I know, right? So instead of 19 years, they give him 38. No,
Right,
I
yeah,
mean,
dude, you're fucked.
no,
You're
no,
getting
they give
19 years for each
yeah,
personality, son.
each one of your personalities gets fucking. No, they sentenced him to life in prison, but he wasn't political. But they use that to try to frame that conservatives are gun-toting maniacs, and no, Giffords can fuck off. Like, and Kelly, he's such a fucking traitor.
I
He
think
really
that
is.
everybody that has a mental disorder, I encourage them to get guns.
Everybody Reno with the comic relief.
I mean, seriously, give them guns, dude. Give them guns. Then like when they go like shoot somebody, you shoot them, then it's fucking problem works itself out.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
wrong
like
about this? Did I not think this all the way through?
yeah. And again, that just goes back to me saying that from 50,000 foot view, where I'm not worried about that where I live, because I don't worry about that. And everybody goes, well, what about me? I don't know. Move the fuck out of the city. What do you want me to tell you? Move the fuck out of Massachusetts. Move the fuck out of these goddamn inner city fucking shitholes that you live in, that you fucking live and die by, because I love fucking Mass Guy. I love fucking Boston Kid, fucking Green Monster, fucking, Dunks and shit, fucking OCs and fucking Strawberry Quick and shit, kid. You know?
Yeah,
When
ain't
you
no way I
fucking,
could live in fucking
I'm
city,
fucking
bro.
going hanging out on fucking D Street. I knew fucking Whitey Bulger, kid. I knew fucking Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your fucking loyalty to this fucking, this fake bullshit idea of what the state is. Fucking Pats, kid. Fucking socks. You're fucking socks, kid. We got to go to fucking Fenway and go see the Sox. Like, what, dude? And then, but you say all this, and then you fucking bitch and complain that the fucking state's going to shit. Taxes are too fucking high. It's fucking dangerous to ride the fucking train. There's fucking crime rampant everywhere you go, but you gotta fucking stay there, kid.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
If Florida automatically turned or somehow by the grace of fucking whatever turned into a shithole, I would move the fuck out of this bitch quick as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Sorry, dude. It's just it is what it is. I'm not gonna live in a shithole. So why live in those big ass fucking cities like that? Them blue fucking piece of shit fucking cities. Why live there? Because why? Because my family's been here 50 years. Well, yeah, your family's fucking retarded. You should fucking leave.
Carrie, where are you at now?
Oh my god, look at that picture. Yeah, where are you at?
Fucking Reno. Yeah, it's just sad. Like as far as Texas goes, yeah,
I thought you said, oh, Corporate
I
Christie.
really loved Texas when I was out there. Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Yep, absolutely.
But
I
Texas
agree.
is nice though, dude. Texas is nice, and then
Yeah, Texas is
Corpus
nice, but
Christi. Well, there's a lot of Mexicans there, though.
right,
But
but
but you have
listen,
the beach though, bro. I don't know.
I got a beach here.
That's a fucking. Oh, you okay? But like,
I got the whole fucking
no,
Atlantic
no.
Ocean.
And
I don't know what's
you've
the
been
fucking difference.
bro. You've been down here. Come on, don't.
Oh, here we go. No, I've never been to Florida.
You didn't go to an event down here.
No,
Oh, you're.
no, I've actually never been to Florida.
Well,
See, my camera did it again.
well, you're frozen with that stupid look on your face.
Wonderful.
Now you're gonna have to log off, and I'm gonna have to bring your people closer to Nick Fuentes. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Nick Fuentes?
Yes, we can ride cars on the beaches here.
We can. You can ride cars in Florida in Daytona. I think, unless they stop that. But I'm nowhere near that, so I'm in the Panhandle. Yeah, thank God I can't fucking see you. I mean, to be honest with you, Texas and Florida, it's a toss up. You know, it is more expensive to live in Texas, but you don't have state tax, but yeah, property tax. But and it also, it depends in Florida. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, property tax is going to be null and void here in Florida pretty soon. So, but yeah, I mean, Texas is cool, man. But Florida's, and Florida's not really expensive. Just depends on where you go. And where I'm at, it's not really expensive to live. But now you have to understand it. That's probably going to change because with all the fucking with all the Yankees moving, down, they're our property is gonna skyrocket. No, don't ask where Rob is. He's good. Florida, Florida just passed us, so you don't have. There's no. It's a constitutional carry now. So yeah, well, fuck you. Eat a dick. Yeah, I know. Now she's your fucking yeah. Now she's your U.S. Attorney General. Yeah. You're fucking welcome. Yep. But we do have open carry. We do have permitless carry. Well, cool. I don't know about roofing because I am white, sir. Well, I'm in Florida, and all the roofers are not white. But we like our guys down here. You leave our fucking roofers alone. Leave our fucking roofers alone, man. We gotta have somebody else who got a roof. Oh yeah. You know what I do when I love seeing immigrants? You know what I really there is a point when I love seeing immigrants, whether legal or illegal. You know when that is? After a fucking hurricane. After a hurricane, I love seeing immigrants. I don't care if they're legal or illegal because they usually come to fix our shit. No, you don't live in Florida, bro. When you got a fucking roof blown off, you are really happy to see those guys. You don't ask their immigration status. I mean, we got 5 inches of snow last year to shut the whole fucking panhandle down. So don't. Mm. That sounds like a win-win. Mm. Mhm. Oh yeah, dude. I was stationed in Alaska, dude. I love it, dude. It's like after a huge snowfall during the wintertime, and it's just that snow set just acts like a sound dampening blanket. It's so yeah, it's awesome, dude. I love it. But then I realize it's cold. Yes, you can. Yes, I hope they can hear you. I can hear you. If not, I look like I have schizophrenia. Oh, that's talking about snow. Can you guys hear Rob? Please tell me you can hear Rob, and I'm not sitting here looking fucking insane. And please tell me you can. Yes, please tell me you can hear him. Please tell me you can hear him. No fucking way, bro. No way. I just. Dude, I've been talking this whole time. This is fucking awesome, dude. I look like I'm crazy. That's nice, dude. That's so fucking awesome.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right. Can
Can
you
you
guys hear me
guys hear
now?
Rob?
Check, 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 check. What the fuck is going on?
Dude, that's so awesome.
All right. I have been
Whoa, dude,
sitting
that's
here
so
having
cool.
a
I've been hit.
conversation.
Yeah.
I
Hey, look, guys. Rob wasn't here. That's really me. I'm insane. I'm that
I
crazy,
have been literally answering everybody's fucking.
dude. I am
What
absolutely
in the
batshit.
absolute fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
I'm batshit crazy, dude.
Oh
That's awesome.
God,
That's
I
pretty
don't know what
cool.
the fuck is going on.
Oh,
Oh look, it
look, you
works
got a fucking
again.
camera back now too. Yeah. All right. Yeah, boy, somebody's gonna clip that and be like, "Look at Reno. He's fucking absolutely batshit crazy. He's
You
insane."
enjoyed the silence. Thanks, Seuss. It's my
Wow, dude.
it's my friend from Friesland.
Oh, yo, guess so good. Yeah, the new thing is now I'm just gonna create a show where I just fucking sit here and talk to myself,
And pretending like you're talking to me. Yeah, I'm
pretend
just
like I'm
gonna
talking to
fucking.
you.
I'm just gonna mute my
Fucking-
mic. Oh my god.
I'm
Oh
just gonna
man,
sit here and be like,
I just
"Yeah,
said
so
so much
yeah,
shit.
yeah."
Oh
No,
man, I don't know
I'm,
what the fuck is going on.
I'll just be
Oh
like, "Yeah,
man.
fuck those guys. Yeah, fuck them.
I mean,
Yeah." Dude,
oh
I'm going
Carrie
back to
Ann,
watch the replay.
I have been literally answering all of your comments, and now it's just
No, and we had a really good conversation,
oh
Rob, that
man.
nobody
I don't.
heard. That made me look absolutely clinically fucking insane.
I
That's
have
awesome,
no
dude.
Friesland.
Oh no, dude, I wasn't. I mean, I responded to some comments, but me and Rob have been sitting here talking the whole time, dude, and you
Yeah,
guys have been just
yeah.
like watching me
I have.
slowly
I
lose
think
my
there's something.
fucking.
I think there's something wrong with the computer because and this is fucking. This thing's brand new. It never did that before. It just started doing that after the last. Oh,
That's fucking
after the
awesome.
last update.
That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. That's funny as shit,
No,
dude.
no, no, no. I'm actually in a. If you see me, I'm in a. This is on the camera is not going through my phone, so it's not like I don't have.
Wow, dude.
This is actually going through my my not my laptop, my desktop.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck this is doing and why it's doing it. Oh well.
Wow.
Anyway, So I don't know if you guys heard me when I said that I want to open it up to you guys asking questions. Let this be a fucking question and answer. And I guess for, as long as I'm on screen, I guess I'm going to have to restart the fucking, refresh the page if I die again. Yeah, I was just telling you guys about. Jesus, I got to go through this anyway. If you have Apple Plus TV, watch The Last Frontier. It's really good. And at one point, I was watching it, and I thought that it was New Hampshire. So, but it takes place in Alaska, and it's a good show. I don't fucking, dude. I am so lost now because wow, this has just been such a successful fucking show.
Dude, I'm so glad you guys thought I was interacting with chat though. That means I can do it.
Yeah, him and I were literally sitting here this entire time for that 20 minutes fucking talking to one another.
Damn, Reno talks to chat like they're listening to him.
I'm actually going to have to release this recording. That way if people want, they can go back and listen to it, like delete it from YouTube. Speaking of which, if you guys go to at Critical Mass 1772 on YouTube, I would appreciate you guys subscribing if you're interested in that thing. All right, so we got a half an hour left, guys. What do you want to talk about? You guys in chat, you tell me what you want to talk about. I'm going to open it up to you guys. And I think we're going to do on Wednesday if I wish there was a way to. I want to be able to open it up to people and bring them into the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I got to figure out a way to do that where I can send people links to do that. And there's no way for anybody in the chat to comment here, right?
To comment?
I mean, not to
there's
comment.
There's a whole fucking bunch of comments.
No, you know what? That's not what I meant. Go fuck yourself. I better hurry up and get this over with before the camera dies again. What in the fuck is going on with this shit?
I don't. Talk to your show, dude. I'm gonna go smoke.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna go smoke. Talk to your audience.
Right. All right. So audience, chat. That's how you say, what's going on, chat? That's how the influencers do it, right? Those fucking idiots. Hey, chat. Well, yeah, I'm going to put me back in my normal position here. There we go. Yeah. I'm really sorry about that. I thought you guys could hear me, and I know Reno thought you guys can hear me too. I wish I knew what the fuck was going on. I guess I'm going to have to spend some time tomorrow to figure out why this is doing what it's doing. So James Comey and Letitia James, Winona. I know there's a delay from when you guys ask questions. If you want my honest opinion on that is, are you surprised? Because I'm not. This is all fucking theater. About a year and a half ago, it's at Critical Mass 1772 is the at on. It's the name of the show and 1772. If I haven't been banned yet, which I see coming really soon, but I don't know. No. I just honestly at this point I'm jaded. I really am because yeah. So when I'm ready to dox myself, Jenks, when I'm ready to be like, oh, all right, I don't have to worry about my son getting beaten up in school by psychotic leftists because his old man is a crazy conservative, then I'll actually, it's probably going to come sooner rather than later because I'm working on a new album right now and I'm going to be releasing it. And once I do, obviously I'm going to promote it. And, but I'm just not ready to take the plunge yet. But yeah, Winona, I'm not surprised because everything I see is theater. It's, it's all designed to fuck with our emotions. Programming through the TV, through your phone, through the internet, through your computer. It's all designed to make you go, look, 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 we're getting something done, or whatever it is. Television, the idiot tube, helps to raise our children as fools. Watch the news, say what they want you to see. Song called Brainwashed by Nuclear Assault. And you guys should read the lyrics on that. It's all about, and this song came out in 86, 87. It's all about, I'm not going to play the song because I know most people don't listen to fucking metal like I do. But again, it's everything designed to keep you engaged in your screen and not seeing what's going on in the, like, once you detach from the internet and you actually see what's going on, they don't want you to do that. So what do? It's this constant cycle of theater and programming, and they don't want you to break that cycle. I mean, the Matrix is real. Okay, first of all, it's not run by some AI fucking supercomputer, and we're not all in pods, but the Matrix is real. The Matrix is social media. The Matrix is the internet. The Matrix is the news, the government. How often is the government in our lifetimes? I would say that most people here are anywhere between mid-30s to their 50s that watch my show. That's pretty much the demographic. There's very few people younger than that watch the show. How many times in our lifetime has the government and the news been honest with us? Think about that for a second. Let that hold on a second. Let that ferment in your brains. They don't. Oh, well, the Matrix is okay. Well, then, I do have some boomers. I'm kidding. But the Matrix is real, but the Matrix is made up of our government, the internet, social media, the news, and everything. And it's designed to keep you hypnotized and distracted from what the fuck is really going on. And that's just really what it is. So the lyrics are, television, the idiot tube helps to raise our children as fools. Watch the news. Watch the news and see only what they want you to see. Our awareness is limited by network TVs. And that was pretty prolific for me when I was growing up, and I first heard the song and I listened to the lyrics. And it's true. Like, gone are the days of news anchors and reporting being something for the people to let you know what's going on. Fair, unbiased journalism is gone. It's been gone for at least 50 years, as far as I'm concerned. 40 years. 40, 50 years. Some people say even longer than that. I don't have a basis of comparison because I was sperm 50 years ago. So I don't. But yeah, Mockingbird meeting, exactly. You know, I honestly think that when cable news hit is when things really took a change. When CNN was airing Waco live, I think that's when everything really truly fucking changed. That's when the government seized 100% control. They had control over some before, but I think government seized control after that so that they could spin the narrative about how bad they fucked up at Waco. And once they saw that they could do that and turn the entire country against American citizens that were, and women and children that were killed at Waco, when they realized that how malleable your minds are. Yeah, and no, Ruby Ridge was there too, but it wasn't televised. Not like, and Ruby Ridge was after the fact when they can control the narrative then. But it was after the fact. We watched this play out live, and the government saw that we were watching what was going on at Waco live, but still believing the bullshit that was coming out of their mouths. And that's exactly what happened. 78 innocent men, women, and babies, children, died. And the American government, the American people went, oh, they shouldn't have been having those kind of weapons. That's when the narrative fucking changed, man. That's when they seized total fucking control because we bought into it hook, line, and sinker. They were able to do whatever they wanted to do after that. 9/11, the war in the Middle East, COVID.
To Washington, D.C. for the
Whoa.
Resist the Regime protest.
Sorry.
SpongeBob Nation. So I think that all of that was said to respond to everything that we're seeing is theater. It is a Pavlovian response that the majority of Americans have when it comes to this dopamine hit of news. And, we're so pissed off by what Comey did and what Letitia James did. And, we don't care about anything else other than seeing justice. And then they give us these little bit of crumbs and these little breadcrumbs and say, oh, well, look, we indicted him. And then everybody's like, yeah, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. And then what happens? Really not going to get him. It was like Trump the first time, talking about putting Hillary Clinton in jail for all the shit that she did. And then he comes out, he goes, what would that be like for the country if I actually did put her in jail? Do you guys remember that? Theater. It's all performative fucking theater. What's really going on behind the scenes in our government is that the majority of our senators, the majority of our representatives are all part of a thing called a uniparty. They need to keep us at each other's fucking throats. And how do they do that? Well, they plan out this shit. They say, well, this is going to do this, and this is going to do this, and the right is going to fucking explode. The left is going to fucking explode. They're going to be at each other's fucking throats while we're over here doing this. And the thing that we're doing over here is the thing that both sides are going to be like, fuck you. They want us to be at each other's throats constantly. Listen, the left does enough on its own to keep us yeah, it's a big club and you ain't in it. Who said that? That was George Carlin. As long as we're at each other's throats, but if we stop. So here's a perfect example. I spent time in a motorcycle club, and it was always there's been a lifelong fight between the Outlaws and the Hells Angels, and just shooting the shit with these guys. Why is it that they have a lifelong beef with one another? And it's because that, and this is coming right from one of these guys, is that our government wants these two groups to fight with one another. They want to keep pushing. They pushed a little bit, and then it snowballed, and then every other fucking little issue that they have with one another came to a head. They don't want all of the motorcycle clubs to be unified. That's scary to the FBI, to Homeland Security now, to the NSA, the CIA. They don't want that. They don't want blacks and whites coming together. They don't want the left and the right coming together. They want to keep us at each other's fucking throats. Now, even if the government wasn't involved in that, if you are on the left and you think it's okay to cut body parts off of children to transition them from one sex to another, we're gonna fight you. That's just it. That there's certain things that are just beyond the pale, and that's one of them. NAMBLA existing, and people trying to add in the map and no map thing, minor attracted person and non-offending minor attracted person thing, and making us accept this, or trying to force us to accept this, is never going to happen. That's just but our government ultimately had a hand in that because of the shit they put in our food that made people fucking crazy to believe that this shit's okay. So when it comes down to it, our government wants us to be at each other's throats. Our government does not want us looking where we're not supposed to be, where they don't want us to look. And one of those things is, and any country that has, like Israel and Saudi Arabia, being the two biggest, money and influence and power with our senators is going against what our Congress was set up for in the fucking first place. Our representatives were not supposed to. This wasn't supposed to be a job for, like making money job for them. They are there at the will of the people that they are supposed to represent. You tell me any politician that represents the people of their communities and what their communities want. They don't. It's all about power grab. And, honestly, somebody had said earlier, what's the, do I feel like there should be, do I think that there's going to be a third party? If Americans could pull their heads out of their asses long enough to only believe in and support the two-party system, because that's what we've always done. Anytime a new party comes up and it actually starts to espouse like true conservative fucking values, well,
Something happens.
And people go, oh, well, we can't have a viable third party because and we're never going to get the support. People aren't going to change their minds. Well, go out there and do something. Change their fucking minds. Independents aren't gonna cut it. Okay, first of all, libertarians are not going to cut it.
Hell, the Libertarian Party is a bunch of goofballs themselves. They can't even decide what they want.
Right. And there's so much fracture in the Libertarian Party. There's no viable third party. If there was ever a third party that espoused true constitutional conservative fucking values, that said, first of all, we are taking religion out of this completely, because it's not mutually exclusive. Christianity and conservatism are not mutually exclusive. Because I know some pagans, I actually know some people that say that they identify as being a Satanist, that vote conservative and have voted conservative their entire lives, because conservative values are outside of fucking religion. You know, it's not a religious belief to have minimal government and maximum freedom. That's not a religious value. That's not something that religion puts value in. But conservative values is that's the number one tenet of conservatism. Smaller government, maximum freedom, period. End of story. More money in your pocket, being able to have freedom and liberty. So, you know, if there was a conservative party that really did the thing, like 100% 1A and 2A absolutism, and they were rock solid in that, and people started saying, all right, you know what, we voted Democrat or we voted Republican all of our lives because that's all that we know, and you get out of your comfort zone and you look for 1 second. The Republicans, for the people who feel that they are conservative, the Republicans do not hold your values at heart. Same thing with Democrats. Like, I know for a fact, because I have dealt with them for years. Reno knows this too. We were just talking about this. Antifa hates the fucking Democrat Party. They do.
They sure as fuck do.
You know, there were no Republicans. There was just constitutionalists when this country was started. They lived and died by the Constitution. That was the law of the land, period. And if there was a third party that came out right now, that was everything that they stood on, was the Constitution, nothing else. I think that would be a viable party, and people might actually be willing to vote for something else. We have to break the two-party system. And everybody goes, no. We'll never be able to get out of the two-party system. Well, no, that'll never happen. There's plenty of people that I talk to on the Democrat side that don't like what the Democrats are doing. And then, you know, here's a perfect example. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. Somebody who's actually surprised me. I'm not saying I agree with them 100% because I don't agree with anybody 100%. Reno and I disagree on things. But John Fetterman is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He sees what the fuck is going on in his party, and he's like, I want no part of this fucking idiocy. You know, I thought he was a raging, psychotic fucking liberal before. And I see that he is probably the most moderate Democrat I have seen in fucking years.
Well, he's exactly what the Democrats used to be.
Used to be, yep.
They used to be that way. That's how they were. You know, your blue dog Democrats were that way. they were the Tip O'Neills and the like the John Fetterman is now, and just along the lines, you know. But it's been pushed so far left that it's insane. I mean, the right has too, but I mean, it is what it is.
So I'm going to leave you guys with a little demo of a song that I've been working on. Reno, can you tell me if you can hear this? I'm going to play the drum intro, and Chad, if you can tell me if you hear the music, that'd be great.
I can hear it.
Okay.
But I don't know if Chad can hear it because it's not
I
on
want to hear
stage.
it, yeah.
It's not on stage. Oh, you can hear it?
All right, good.
All right. Okay.
It's really heavy. And lies. Living out your life of betrayal with your heels up high. I got off, now get back in line.
Oh, we done?
Yeah, no, we're done. Listen, Carrie, I've been listening to metal since the 80s. I listen to Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, Overkill, all the 80s heavy metal bands. That's what I listen to. This is a little bit different than that. No. This is just my music is bad.
Are we gonna bust into a music show again, dude? Remember when we did that, dude? It was just
oh yeah,
all
but
music.
You know what, dude? Listen, I got so many copyright claims for that. YouTube went fucking ape shit.
You have to
My
disconnect.
fucking god, dude.
You have to disconnect from YouTube when we do that, dude. Because yeah,
Dude.
absolutely.
We fucking Carrie Ann, I don't know if you listened to the opening song, but that's actually me. That's me, right? That's one of my songs. It's called Black Pill. So I took an excerpt from that song and I use it as the intro music for the show. Well, the intro and the outro music. Yeah, dude, I have never seen. I've never even heard of anybody on YouTube, period, they even talk about getting that many copyright claims. I got copyrighted claimed for every single fucking song that we played. And I told you, I'm like, dude,
that's fucking awesome.
I'm going to get a cut. I'm going to get a DCMA strike. I'm going to get a DCMA strike.
It was awesome. That was an awesome stream,
no,
though, dude.
It's not. Yeah, it was an awesome stream. But it's one of those things. I don't know. I know there's a way around doing it because I know that there's people that do their entire channels on reaction videos listening to songs.
Yeah, you have to have a break in it or something. You have to have a play and then a break with some fucking words or whatever. There's like a certain amount of time you can play it before you have to break it. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
They're not monetized, but they don't get a copyright strike, which is the fucking crazy thing. So yeah, no, I'd actually have to figure that out. I mean, we could do like a reaction video, like we did that song WAP, which is probably like I grew up. Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck? This is not female empowerment. This is like fucking whore mastery type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gross. So it was just me like this the entire time listening to the fucking song, like the expression on my face, and they fucking, whoa, boy, did they copyright claim me.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if I want to go through that again.
We'll just have to disconnect from YouTube and do it on X. And
it was it Megan Thee Stallion? Was that who did that?
I don't know who did it.
I'm gonna look it up only because I said that I was gonna have an answered chat's questions, so we have questions here.
Wanda Johnson.
Let's see what happened. Oh, Cardi B. That's
Yeah,
who it was.
Wanda
Cardi
Johnson.
B.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's exactly
Cardi
what I
B
said.
and Megan Thee Stallion.
That's exactly what I said. Tawanda Johnson.
Megan the Stallion. She definitely has a horse face, so I guess she could. Like she does look like a fucking
Bitch looks like
Clydesdale.
looks like she chews on nickels.
Actually, it looks like she could take a stallion and not get split in half. Ouch.
It looks like she drinks white Gatorade.
No, actually, it's not really screaming. I know, like most people who don't get like I didn't sing
It's
that
called
song. I'm
Fry.
actually
It's called a fry.
no, I'm actually covering that song. That's a song that like the gang vocals in the back is I was singing that, and I recorded all the drums on that. I wrote and recorded all the drums on that song. Another guy recorded the lyrics and the guitar, and I did a guitar track on it, and then the gang vocals at the end of the song. I was in that. My bassist was in that, and I did the mix and the master on it, and it's just a funny song. But yeah, no, this is there it's actually not, because if you sing from here, like
Yeah,
here, you're
it's
gonna
a
ruin.
guttural. It's called a
Yeah,
guttural fry.
that actually comes from here, and it takes a lot of work. I know most people don't understand that, but when I do my vocals, I actually it's funny. My regiment is black tea, honey, and cornflakes.
I listen to a lot of screamo music, so
So you don't you have to project from here, because if you did that with your throat, it would just you would have fucking you would have to have
destroy
surgery
your
later on in
voice.
life.
Destroy
I've
your
been
voice.
able to sing like that for 30 years without fucking myself up. But I can also actually sing too, like actual fucking
Sounds
sing.
sounds like me going to get something in the dark and hitting my foot. It's the exact sound I make right there.
I have this growl that people seem to like in certain situations, which I
That's
think is pretty
gay.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah, see, yeah, yeah.
Oh, the Carrie Ann, the lyrics are fucking awesome.
I call that the step on
Um,
Lego, the step on Lego voice.
the song's called "Cheating Whore."
Hell yeah.
That's the name of the song. I've been working on a cover of that for like 3 or 4 months now, and I had a. It was so the guy recorded it in my recording studio back in 2008, and you're a cheating whore, and you don't even know what love is. What would your man fucking do if he knew what I was doing to you?
That's
That's the chorus. That's the gang. That's the gang vocals that you heard me singing, which I think is pretty fucking, pretty goddamn fucking
horrible.
funny. There's another song on that album called "What If I Had AIDS."
Hell
What if I had
yeah.
AIDS? And then there's another song on that album called "40-Year-Old Slam Pig," which is even fucking funnier. And there's another song on that album called "Raised by Dykes."
Fuck yeah.
But this was back, and listen, you guys got to understand the comedy of this. Back then, when people had, were doing stuff like this, yeah. It was like nobody got offended by this shit, and it was all just about fucking comedy and being able to say things. And there's one part where the "What If I Had AIDS" song, like I'm in the recording studio recording this. This is one of the bands that I recorded, and at the end of the song, I am dying laughing. I am fucking, and he left it. They wanted to leave it in because that's all you can hear is me laughing because the song is so goddamn funny. I am fucking, and I'm dying, and everybody's like, "Dude, what the fuck is going on with him?" I was like, "Dude, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life, man." And they left it in. It was just a pretty good capper to the fucking EP that this was on. So yeah, it was just about being able to say what you want, and people didn't get offended by shit, and people didn't take it personally, and and I miss that. I do.
I think we had a song when I was in a band. We had a song, and it was the name of it was "I attended the Waco massacre, and all I got was a stinking shirt." And fucking and yeah, dude, you like song names are the best.
So there was this band out of Boston who we've played with quite a few times. but they were like the kings of being what a shitlord is. You know how like when my thing comes up, it says head shitlord and at Warboy Studios. It's a band called AC.
Anal cunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I know who that was?
And just look at some of the standing in line at the welfare office, and it's just about him being this like junky piece of shit, having to stand in line with the scummiest people on earth.
But
And
there's
he wrote
lyrics
like
to it, but then all it is screaming.
yeah, but
Yeah.
and it's like 13. I think the song's like 13 seconds or 14
Well, yeah,
seconds
AC
long.
always had like AC
Yeah.
always had like 10 or 13-second
Yeah,
songs.
it's a style called grindcore, and it was just a way for people to vent. It's kind of like the metal version of the movie Falling Down.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
really what it was. Yeah, that's really what it was. And it was like I always like my band. When our first album was a concept album, so it was basically I wrote 13. Well, I wrote 10 stories and 10 chapters to one overarching story. And there was an intro, there was a like interlude, and then there was an outro to the album, and then there was 10 songs on it, and each one of them were the story that I wrote about the coming apocalypse. And so each song was like a progression up until we get to the actual apocalypse, and God and the lesser gods, what I call lesser gods, most people would call archangels, coming down from heaven and decimating earth because we are a failed experiment. And God said, finally, we've had enough and just wipe the fucking planet. And the outro is this like beautiful interlude type thing that I wrote. And it was to signify like, the rebirth of the earth and, the human species going on and, becoming what we're supposed to be after, the devastation. And so I always took when I wrote lyrics, like I don't swear in my music. Like for some reason, I know that's crazy. Most people would be like, what? Rob, you don't swear? No, I don't. I think that is a part of my art that can do without swearing. And then, one song had the word fuck in it one time. And it was such a fucking brutal part. It emphasized what I was talking about in the song. And that was about a child being raped by a priest. And so, I always took it more seriously. I was never really into joke bands. And but I mean, I understood it. Like I could listen to them and laugh, but when it came to my own music, I have a higher standard of what I want for my art and my music.
I love joke bands.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I love fucking Mr. Bungle. Mr. Bungle Mr. Bungle makes me laugh my fucking
Dead
ass
Milkman.
off. Oh, Dead Milkman, yeah, absolutely.
I love I love some
all those
joke
bands that
dude.
But then again, like if you've seen the movie Falling Down,
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what AC was, and a lot of bands. I don't, listen, I don't think a supreme being like God really gives two shits about swearing. My neighbor is actually a pastor in a church, and we've gotten into it. And he said, Rob, he goes, we need a little more fucking in the church. And he stopped, and he stopped and he looked at me, and he goes, you know what I mean, Rob.
That reminds me of that meme. It's like got kicked out of church today for saying fuck the devil.
Yeah,
It's like I thought we hated that guy.
Yeah. And he goes, and his point to that was, you walk into like these churches, and whether it be Catholic churches or Christian churches or Baptist churches or Protestant churches, and everybody's like, holy roller, they the speaking in tongues bullshit, and all of this, like it's very much what I call elitism, and it doesn't sound like organic. It doesn't sound it sounds very forced.
Hey, bro,
And
if you hung around some Irish priests, man,
oh, no,
you'd
no, no, no,
change
I
your.
know. Yeah.
We had an Irish priest,
No,
man, and
cussing
that
is
dude. Oh
listen,
my
cussing
God,
is
bro.
not cool and tough. It's
Yeah,
just
he said, I'll
that
get."
now we got a troll. So
Hmm.
no, it's just it's what you do. It is what it is. Like I could take it or leave it. It's just part of who I am. I like the fact that I can be articulate and eloquent when I need to be, and tell somebody to go fuck themselves.
I
Right?
can't.
You know, in the same breath. You know, it's about being, open minded enough to be able to say what the fuck you want to say and not care about somebody's fucking personal feelings. But anyway, he was saying, he goes, we we lose too many people to this message because it's not relatable. And I think if people in the church, like pastors, like me and any of the pastors of the church, just talk to people. And I attended quite a few of his sermons, and the way they explain Bible passages is like the way you and I are talking right now.
Mm.
It wasn't, and it didn't. You didn't really have to think about it. It was understood immediately and inherently, and it was clear, and it was concise, and there was no exposition in it. It was just, this is what God means. That's it.
Yeah.
And the these, the those, and thous, and all the other stuff that all the filler that most people can't get, and it makes it so that the message is lost. They were able to go through all that and talk to people about God's message on a human, normal level, and just blunt, like I said, concise. And I think we need more of that. And yeah, too many dang rules. Yeah, and honestly, I don't believe a supreme being who is who exists outside of time and space and is omnipotent and omnipresent. Really is gives two shits about. Um, yeah, it was. Let's see. Actually, just wanted to do an entire show on this earlier, but all right. So it is now 7:05, and yeah, it's Psalms. Why can't I remember the number? But I tell you what, come back on Wednesday.
What is it? What are we talking about? Our favorite scripture.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her.
I can get with that, but I've never been married, so
Yeah.
at this rate, I'm never gonna be married. Nor do I give a shit about being married at this point.
Also,
I went
Ecclesiastes
down the
4:12 is though a man might prevail against one who is alone, two will withstand him, and threefold cord is not quickly broken.
I think it's. I'm trying to think of the number. Damn it! And I had it written down too. Listen, I am now. I went to Catholic school. I know the stories of the Bible as far as being able to pick out the names and the numbers. I know it was in Psalms. It was talking about. Basically going to war with evil.
Yep. Mine is, let's see what other. You got Matthew
I think
19:6, which is so they are no longer two but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate.
yeah, yeah. When you take those vows, it's and that's the other thing too is they
Good night.
Yeah, the marriage is a construct of government. A marriage, the government was never involved in marriage back when Christ was. It was just a pact between a man and a woman and God.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So, and obviously, if you can't keep your vows to your man, you're definitely not going to be able to keep a vow to God.
I mean, I like Psalms too, like Psalms 85:10 through 11 is steadfast in love, faithfulness meet righteousness and peace kiss each other. Faithfulness springs up from the ground, and the righteousness looks down from the sky.
Well, I guess this is what
I
I'll
could do
do.
this all day, brother.
If for nothing else, I'll have Reno come in at the end of the show to give us a weekly scripture.
I could do this all day, brother.
I say it all the time. Like, listen, for me, my belief in God, I believe in Christ. I try to follow Christ's teachings, but as far as religion goes, I'm not religious, not by any stretch of the imagination. I say that I'm a Christian because there's no other way to explain it to people other than I just believe in Christ's word. That's
Sure.
it. And it's simple. For me, it's simple. I don't get into all the other fucking bullshit, the sit, stand, kneel fucking crap of the Catholic Church. I don't believe in the whole, like, fucking tithings being, taking fucking 10 to 20% of your of the money that you make and giving it to the church on top of the fucking money that the government takes from you, and it's all just a fucking revenue stream. I don't believe in fucking religion. Religion is shit. Any named organized named religion is shit. If you just can't read the Bible, what Christ did, what he taught, and try to live your life that way, it's very if you do that, it's very
You'll
simple.
always fall short, though.
No, you won't.
Absolutely.
How are you
you cannot live up to Christ's expectations, and that's why he died for your sins.
Yes, you can't. But it's in the work that you put into doing it. That's the point. It's like, but religion has ruined Christ, has ruined the message of Christ. All religion. It doesn't matter what fucking religion it is.
I mean, I'll disagree, but that's cool. I mean, I get it. I respect your.
Listen, I know that you're Catholic, but did Jesus want fucking gold chalices to drink the blood? Like, no. Gold encrusted fucking gold and jewel encrusted fucking bullshit. That is antithetical to what Christ was talking. The motherfucker flipped over the fucking money changing tables for a reason, because gold and money is not the way to get to fucking heaven. It's not the way to get through him. This motherfucker was baptizing people in a fucking river. In a river, dude.
Well, it's John the Baptist, but it's cool.
Yeah, of course. Yes, that's what they were doing. They were
I know. I get it. No, I get it.
And any fucking religion, whether it be Catholics, Christians, Protestants, Baptists, it doesn't fucking matter. None of that bullshit. Christ wanted you to hang out in the woods down by the river, talking about how awesome his dad is.
Down by the river.
Yes. And it's simple.
If that's what brings you to Christ, dude, then that's cool, man. I
don't believe that gold and expensive fucking silk robes, because he spoke against that. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Well, I mean, find me in the Bible where he spoke against it.
So anyway, for me, I am not a quote unquote good Christian. Just like I am not a
none of us are good Christians.
Law-abiding citizen. It's simple for me. I believe in Christ. I think the dude was cool as shit. He had a really cool fucking message about caring about one another and trying to live your life, without harming anybody, and loving him and loving his Father. It's a pretty simple fucking message, and it gets convoluted with all the other fucking rigmarole in religion. So when
I get it, man. Whatever. I mean, that's cool.
So then when I say that I'm a Christian, that's the kind of Christianity that I think that I am. Okay, that's it, and it works for me that way because, again, it's way too convoluted, way too complicated. All the rules, all the bullshit that I've never heard Christ not literally heard, but read Christ talking about it was always man interjecting what they wanted for the people in it. And that I have a problem with. Man sucks.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys have a great night. I will see you again on Wednesday. And, if there's somebody out there that you love and you haven't talked to, get a hold of that person. Tell them you love them. You never know when you're not going to hear from them again. And with that, have a good night.
Zero fucks.